This activity encourages your group members to push themselves to their best potential while at the same time teaching an important lesson. All you need are some bandanas or something that you can use as a blindfold, 2 for every 3 people playing. This challenge requires teams of 3, but the groups need to be chosen in a specific way. Take your group and line everyone up from shortest to tallest, and then divide your group evenly into 3 teams so that you end up with 1 short group, 1 medium group, and 1 tall group. From there, create teams of 3 by choosing 1 person from each group. So now you should have a bunch of groups of 3 with 1 short, 1 medium, and 1 tall person. You'll see why we did it this way in a second. Take your group outside into a large field. The longer, the better. Their goal is going to be to carry the shortest member of their group as far across the field as possible, and the team that gets the farthest wins. You may be wondering how they will carry them, and I would recommend using the basket technique. Have 2 people stand beside each other facing forward. Each person takes their inner arm, so for the person on the left, that's their right arm, and grabs the inner shoulder of their partner. Then each person takes their outer arm, reaches across their body, and grabs the wrist of their partner, which has sort of created a basket for the person that is being carried to sit in. They just hop right in, put their arms around the people carrying, and then the group takes off. The thing is, during this challenge, each of the carriers are going to be blindfolded, so they won't have any idea how far they've gone relative to the other teams. The person being carried isn't allowed to tell them how they're doing. The only thing that they can say is if they're gonna hit into another person or an obstacle. If you're playing in a smaller area like we were, our groups went the length of a small field and turned around at the end, and whoever walked the longest total distance won. There's no time limit for each attempt, but you only get to try 1 time, so you better make it count. While people are going, encourage them not to give up. This can be a hard task depending on who gets put into a group together, and people have a tendency to give up long before they've actually reached their potential. Once you drop the person that you're carrying, everyone will stay planted where they are so that you can tell who made it the farthest. And once everyone has gone, you can determine a winner. If you want to, you can end the activity here, but I recommend having everyone try again, but this time carrying the medium person. This will likely be a little harder since the medium person probably weighs more than the short person, which is exactly why we split the groups up the way we did. Repeat the whole process and select a winner based on who went the farthest, and then do it again with the tallest person. So the inspiration for this challenge came from a movie called Facing the Giants. There's a scene which I've linked below where the coach asks the captain to perform a death crawl, where he bear crawls across the field with one of his teammates on his back. In the beginning of the clip, he expects that he'll only be able to make it to the 30-yard line, while the coach thinks that he can make it to the 50. The captain laughs him off, but says that he'll try his best. The captain, however, wants to make sure that he really does try his best, and so he puts a blindfold on him. This way, the captain doesn't know where he is and doesn't stop early at his predetermined goal. He starts doing the crawl, and his teammates slowly quiet as he gets to the 30, and then to the 50. And he keeps going until he collapses, truly exhausted. The captain takes off his blindfold to see that he has made it all the way to the opposite end zone, an accomplishment that he never thought possible and probably wouldn't have pushed himself to do if he wasn't blindfolded. The point is that all of us have enormous potential in most things that we do, but we sell ourselves short. We tell ourselves that we don't have enough talent or that our weaker goal is good enough, but if we truly gave things our best, we would be able to accomplish more than we ever thought possible. Hopefully their experience reflects this sentiment. How many people in your group thought that they wouldn't be able to carry someone at all, let alone as far as they did? How many people in your group think that they would have stopped short of their best if they could see how the other teams were doing? It's so important, especially for young people, to recognize how much they're capable of doing. And hopefully this activity builds some confidence and inspires the people in your group. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, check out the description.